Do you ever feel like you're drowning in a sea of links? You found that post on X or you watched that YouTube video and noted it somewhere, but you've lost the context and you've forgotten what it's all about. Wouldn't it be great if you had one single intelligent AI agent that could look at all your links, categorize them, make images, audio summaries, and a lot more so you never forget anything? That is what we're going to vibe code and build today. Let's dive in. I'm going to start here with Lovable because it's the quickest way to get an app up and running that looks beautiful. And I've said create a new app, call it AI Scrapbook, clean and minimalist, and it's going to have a large input field for your links. And right below, scrap it. It's really simple. We'll do all the rest of the good stuff later. Let's start this first prompt. Okay, this is cool. It thought for 15 seconds. It's already got an idea of what it wants to build. Very soon, we'll have an initial prototype. And look at this, it's just wrapping up saying your AI scrapbook is ready, and I get that nice ping to let me know, and there it is, my AI scrapbook. This is exactly what I've asked for, and I love how clean Lovable makes my designs look. With that done, we're going to need a database to store in. We can use Lovable Cloud, but in this case, I'll use Supabase because I'm going to connect my AI agent to this database. And here's a database I spun up earlier called AI Scrapbook. With that clicked, Supabase is now getting added to my project, and you can see over here, Lovable is thinking about how to get this all configured for me. And I've just said here in the prompt with Supabase connected now, when a user clicks scrap it, I want to trigger a webhook to send the link from the input field to Zapier. Zapier will then put data into the database with a title, summary, link URL, image URL, audio URL, and category. This means clever AI from multiple providers can be used via a Zapier agent, get it into my database so my Lovable app runs with superpowers from all the AI providers. So there we go, we've sent that off as a request to Lovable. It's thinking through what to do with that, and very soon it's going to go ahead and modify my database with all the fields that are needed. And now if we look at my database, scrapped links is a table here, and look at this, exactly as I asked, we've got ID, user ID, title summary, link URL. Okay, it's really been thinking this through, and it says the table exists, and it's working on adding the Zapier webhook trigger functionality now. Okay, looking good. We've got a place to put a Zapier webhook URL. I'm just going to copy one of my recent videos, get that link address right there, and then paste it in here without the webhook at the moment. And you can see I need a Zapier webhook URL. So this is exactly what I'm going to build next, the AI agent that will take my links and make sense of them. So I've gone to agents.zapier.com and I'm going to call this AI Scrapbook. This is a pod where I will add my first agent. You'll see I have a bunch of pods here for all kinds of different things that I'm up to with AI agents. I like to keep them nice and organized. Now, first and foremost, we'll add a trigger, and this one is going to be a webhook. This is the webhook we'll need for Lovable, and I'll go ahead and catch raw hook. Now you see, it's very simple. It generates me a unique webhook. I'll copy this. We can then paste it in here, and we'll use that in just a moment inside my app. But first of all, I'm going to give my agent instructions and all the tools needed, including all the AI tools you can think of. The agent will be smart enough to pick the right ones. So I've started off by saying your mission is to take the provided link, process it through a suite of AI tools based on type, and send enriched data back to Lovable. And we'll make it clear via Postgres, which will be the connection to the Supabase. Now I'm going to say, here is your step-by-step guide. I'll want my agent to analyze the link source, determine where it comes from, then we'll do some conditional processing. Now, if it's from X or formerly Twitter, you'll use Grok by xAI. Now, this is where I can start inserting tools, and I can just type in Grok right here, and lo and behold, there we go. There's my Grok connection inside my Zapier account. Now, we can do a number of things here, but I'm going to choose Ask Grok as the tool because this can access real-time data from X. So really handy. If I post an X link, it will be able to analyze it using this tool. And there you go, you see it's inserted in line, in place, exactly where I need it. Next up, we're feeding the information to Claude by Anthropic. So again, it's another tool going in right here in the same agent, and we'll just choose Claude right here, send message, and boom, right there in line, we now have given the Claude tool to this one single agent. Look at the tools starting to build up down here. Now we'll say if the link is a YouTube video, you can use Perplexity. And again, it's really easy to add Perplexity by searching for Perplexity. There it is. And we'll have a chat completion. This allows you to search the web, or at least my agent can search the web. It can also view and understand YouTube videos using this connection. And I've got another prompt here for blogs and articles and everything else that will also use Perplexity. Let's add in more instructions about multimedia summaries. Now you'll see I've got a couple of things here. First, I'm going to insert Gemini, which is AI Studio, so we'll go ahead and find that. And here we'll go for generate image because I'm asking to use Nano Banana right here in my agent to generate a unique and relevant image that visually represents the content's core theme. And finally, let's get some audio into my AI scrapbook. Right here, I'll go ahead and search for ElevenLabs. There it is. And of course, we can convert text to speech. And this is a tool now available to my agent. Then as step 4, we'll tell it to use ChatGPT right here. We'll add this in. There are so many features with ChatGPT, but this is the recommended one, the conversation. And finally here, I've asked to add the data to a database with the same format as my table, and I'll go ahead and add in the Postgres database integration here. We'll select new row. I'll go ahead and connect my Postgres database. You'll see here all the information needed to connect is contained right here, including this database name, which we'll paste in there. We've got the host, we've got the port, we've got the schema, the username, all the standard, and our database password. Click yes, connect. Okay, it's connected, my 5th Postgres database connected in, and of course we can choose the table. Now I'm going to make it specific so that my agent makes sure to use the table we created with Lovable called Indeed Scrapped Links. But of course, right here, we'll let the agent decide what it's going to put in all of these different fields here, with the link URL, of course, being compulsory. I'll save that. This is really incredible and a great way to use multiple AI tools together in an app that you're vibe coding. Now you can see over here, I'm going to catch the raw webhook that goes here to Zapier, which will trigger this agent. And this is my master prompt. Analyze the link, use Grok if it's from X, use Anthropic to summarize it. If it's a YouTube video, Perplexity, anything else, Perplexity. Use Nano Banana to make images, ElevenLabs to make audio, ChatGPT to categorize, and finally, stick all of that data into my database. That is really comprehensive, and if you like what you see so far, throw a like, subscribe. I do videos like this weekly. Okay, I believe we're ready to roll, so let's copy that URL to trigger this agent. We'll paste that in here to my scrapbook, and you'll see I've still got the YouTube video I tried to add earlier. Now, one last thing before I actually start is to enable the agent over here in Zapier so I'll be able to see the activity appear here. Now is the time to click the button. Let's scrap it. Okay, it's been sent to Zapier successfully. Let's go ahead and check my agent for activity. Now look at this. I can actually click in to see what's going on here. It pops out and it can see that it's a YouTube link, and it knows since it's a YouTube video, I'll start using Perplexity to research the content. Now already it's reached out to Perplexity. Notice the action is now complete and it's going to move on to the next step. Now, actually, some videos that are newer cannot be directly accessed using Perplexity, but don't worry, because Zapier had a backup. It's got a web browsing tool built in by default. Right, well, that's rolling away. Let's grab this Zapier post from X. It's all about using AI. I think it's the perfect thing to put in my scrapbook. Let's go back over here. It retains the webhook. We can scrap it. Now you'll see I can have multiple concurrent agents running at the same time. Here's my second agent that's spun up, ready to scrap my link and enrich it with AI. And it says I can see it is a Twitter/X link that needs to be processed, and it's going to use Grok to do this. This is fantastic. So we had a YouTube video go out to Perplexity and the web search tool. This new X post has gone to Grok. This is a really cool AI-powered scrapbook. And we can actually see over here the Zapier agent has said enable real-time data true. It's using a Grok model to search, and it's asking to please analyze the post and provide detailed information about the content. So we're going to get a perfectly curated and scrapped AI-powered link. Okay, and it looks like this one is wrapping up. It's using ChatGPT just to analyze and assign a category, and it's going to place it into my Postgres database. That means soon we can go back to Lovable and see what's happened. Okay, final results from my Zapier agent. It's given it a title, a summary, a category, image URL, audio URL, and a database ID. Looking over here in my database, you can see that the link has been added in. We've got the original link, image, audio, and category all there and stored nicely. Let's see if we can refresh my AI scrapbook. Now, obviously, I can't see any of these links. So all I need to do is just vibe code the ability to see links that have been added. So we'll just say here to Lovable, underneath the Scrap It button, let's add a grid to show all the saved links. Each item in the grid should be a card with a subtle shadow and rounded corners to give it a modern feel. And look at that, it's updated, and this is my first saved link. Look at this, Nano Banana made a nice Zapier-like image there. We've got the brilliant link that I originally saved, and I can click it to get back to the same link that I was just looking at, but we're missing the ElevenLabs audio, so let's go ahead and add that in. And I've just said here, add a play button to each card to play audio URL when available. Now, in the meantime, while it works away on that, we'll just see here that it's had some technical difficulties with my YouTube video, and while I used 7 different AI tools to save my X post, the original YouTube video failed. So what can I do? Well, let's arm my AI agent with more tools so it can't fail. Right here in the YouTube section, we'll add a tool, and we'll just add the YouTube tool, seeing as Zapier supports it. And you'll see actually Zapier has a direct, very handy find video tool. That's been added down here at the bottom. Look at all these tools, so many tools, and we can actually just get rid of the Perplexity link here for this instance, and we'll just say use YouTube to research the video's content. With that now done, we'll paste the link in again and click scrap it, and while the Zapier agent is working away, let's scroll down and we have indeed got a play button here. Let's have a listen.
Zapier's latest post highlights their commitment to enhancing productivity.
That's very nice, but I wish they'd said it correctly. Zapier rhymes with happier. Okay, now back over here, we can see my AI agent is already using the YouTube tool to find out about my video. All right, we can actually see here now it's also used Perplexity and Nano Banana to make an image. Now it's just working on the 30-second audio highlight using ElevenLabs. And this truly is AI orchestration in action. And Zapier, having 8,000 plus integrations, is the largest AI orchestration tool out there. And back inside Lovable, let's just refresh and scroll down and look at this. Wow, this is amazing. Not only has it saved my link, put it into the correct category, it's generated a Nano Banana style image using some kind of editing tool. It's mentioned it's my video, it's got a link back to it, and it's got an ElevenLabs summary.
Mike Russell showcases Adobe Max 2025's game-changing AI innovations for content creators.
I've got to say, this AI scrapbook is getting really good, and I can see with a few more tweaks and a few more prompts inside Lovable how I could make this insanely handy and something I'd use every day. For my final test, I'll get a little bit meta and I'll use a blog post from Lovable about building from links with Lovable Build with URL. This is an exciting new development that's super, super cool, and all I'm going to do is post the blog link here and scrap it. And immediately over here, we can see it's kicking into action right now and analyzing what's coming in. Okay, it's made good progress, it's actually used Perplexity, and it's read the entire content of the blog there. So it says it'll generate an image that visually represents the theme of Lovable's Build with URL feature. We've already had 4 tool calls and we're nearly complete. You'll notice all along the way, the agent has got it 100% correct. Perfect! It's successfully complete. Back over here, we can simply refresh my Lovable app, and now my AI scrapbook has 3 links in here, and I love the fact Nano Bananas created this awesome image, even with lovable.dev as the URL inside it. That is attention to detail. Summary here, truncated unfortunately, but we've got the original link, and we can listen to the ElevenLabs audio.
Lovable introduces Build with URL.
Well, to wrap up, let's add one more feature to my AI scrapbook to make it genuinely useful. Now this is good, but once I get a bunch of links, I'm going to lose them as before. So I'll say add a search bar that can see title, description, category, and more. And after just a few seconds, so let's try it out. Adobe, yes, perfect, that's fantastic. Zapier, yes, fantastic. If we want to do Lovable, oh yes. This is amazing. Real-time typing, Lovable, yes. What about URL? Nice. What about Max? Nice. So you see, within just a few minutes, I've got a powerful AI scrapbook for all my links and messy thoughts and things I come across during the day and the week. I vibe coded it here with Lovable. It looks clean. I can change the layout as I wish, even using the visual edits feature here in Lovable to say, maybe for instance, make this button orange instead. And look at that. It's as simple as that. I can really make any changes to my app. So hopefully by now you can see how powerful this stack is. Vibe coding something, making it visually beautiful and quickly with a tool like Lovable, and powering it in the back end with all the AI features and tools you can lay your hands on, from Grok to Claude to OpenAI to Gemini to Nano Banana to ElevenLabs. Zapier supports them all, and you can integrate them to one agent that runs on the back end via a single webhook and then puts all the data into the database that your Lovable vibe-coded app uses. It's truly a powerful stack, and I want to know how you're going to use it. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and YouTube is showing a video on your screen now you should watch next. Thanks.